You can now make online payments to Institute of Agro, Technology and Rural Science, University of Colombo via GovPay.
The low-pressure area southeast of Sri Lanka has developed into a depression, resulting in continued heavy rain and strong winds across the island. Around 20 districts have been affected by inclement weather. Heavy rains over 200 millimeters were reported in several districts during the past 24 hours. The highest rainfall during the past 24 hours was 300.1 millimeters received in Rugam, Batiklo. Badulla district also experienced heavy rainfall of 197 millimeters last night. As the country was swamped with heavy rainfall, several landslides were reported in Badulla district, claiming 23 lives and leaving 5 missing. Relief teams are continuing operations in search of the missing persons. As weather conditions continue to worsen, the Disaster Management Centre is urging the public to immediately evacuate landslide-prone areas. Meanwhile, a house in row of estate houses in Warwick Estate, Valimada, collapsed following an earth slip. A 3-hour operation was carried out by army and police personnel to rescue 2 individuals trapped inside. Halyala Nuwara road has been submerged due to the rising water level of Badulla along with the torrential rains in Badulla district. Meanwhile, 3 people died in a landslide in the Ududumbara Gangoda area of Kandy. A large area has been affected by the landslide with about 7 houses damaged. The bodies of 3 individuals who died in the landslide have been recovered so far, while 17 remain missing. Army personnel and disaster relief teams have launched operations in search of them. A meeting regarding the emergency situation in Kandy district was held today at the Kandy district secretariat under the patronage of Minister of Public Security Ananda Vijaypala.
It is reported that 19 people are missing following landslides that occurred in the Ududumbara Divisional Secretariat. 3 bodies have been recovered. Around 2,000 people are housed at 27 safe locations. They have been provided accommodation and their safety is guaranteed. Other than that, the Chief Secretary has taken the initiative to provide cooked food. A decision was taken to amend some circulars during a meeting held under the patronage of the President, commanders of the Tri-Forces and the IGP. The relevant circular will be issued tomorrow. It is critical to save every life. Even though people were warned to evacuate after landslide-prone areas were identified, they didn't evacuate voluntarily and deaths occurred. If this disaster situation worsens, operations will be difficult to conduct. Therefore, life-threatening situations can happen. We request citizens to be cautious of the prevailing adverse weather.
Nuwara District Secretary RADTN Tennakon stated that 4 lives were lost due to landslides in Walapane, Nuwara. With continuous rainfall in the Nuwara district, the city of Nuwara is completely submerged. Kandapola Nuwara has also been severely affected by adverse weather with several houses submerged. The district disaster management unit says that nearly 100 families in the area have been affected. Six people have died so far due to the ongoing weather condition in Nuwara district. In the meantime, 4 deaths were reported from Ampara district and 1 from Anuradhapura, bringing the national death toll to 40. Meanwhile, the Disaster Management Centre's latest report states that 1,729 families and 5,893 individuals have been affected by prevailing severe weather. Due to prevailing adverse weather, the National Building Research Organisation has issued red landslide evacuation notices to 39 divisional secretariat divisions in the Badulla, Kandy, Kegol, Kurunagala, Matare, Monragala and Nuwara districts. Meanwhile, 3 lives were lost, including a 6-year-old child inside the Marudu, Ampara, when a vehicle fell into a canal.
जा रहा है।
The Vaunia district has also been affected by adverse weather with the Wadwakal bridge submerged. Meanwhile, Monragala Vellavaya Road has been completely submerged in the Kumbukan area due to the overflow of Kumbukan Oya. The irrigation department announces that 39 major reservoirs and 36 medium-scale reservoirs are overflowing due to the prevailing heavy rains. The water level in Senanayaka Samudra has risen to 91 feet 5 inches. Small reservoirs in Ampara districts such as Konduwatwana, Ampara, Walagama, Teradurawa and Veeragoda are also currently overflowing. Meanwhile, 16 sluice gates of Rajangane Reservoir have been opened. 2 sluice gates of Kalaweva are currently open, each 19 feet wide. The irrigation department also stated that the risk of flooding in the lower valley areas of Daduroya is increasing to a high flood situation. Currently, 8 spill gates of Daduroya have been opened by 17 feet each. Residents in surrounding areas have been advised to remain vigilant. Train operations on several railway lines have been restricted due to the adverse weather. Meanwhile, the Met Department warns the fishing community to avoid venturing out to sea. However, police reported that 5 fishermen have gone missing along with 2 fishing boats that set out from Radgama Vella coast in Gaul yesterday. As inclement weather continues, the Department of Examination stated that the GCE Advanced Level Examination will not be held today, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. The subjects scheduled for these days will now be held on December 7th, 8th and 9th respectively. The Department of Wildlife Conservation says that due to prevailing rainy weather, Horden Plains, Min area, Wasgamua, Kumana, Vilpattu and Kaudulla National Park and several areas of Yala National Park will remain completely closed to tourists until further notice. Meanwhile, Minister of Ports and Civil Aviation Aruna Karunatilaka stated that if adverse weather prevents aircraft scheduled to arrive on the island from landing, they have been instructed to land at Thiruvananthapuram and Kochi airports in India. Meanwhile, the depression southeast of Sri Lanka has intensified into a deep depression centered about 120 kilometers southeast of Batiklo. The Met Department further noted that it is very likely to move north-northwestwards and intensify further during the next 12 hours into a cyclonic storm which has been named Cyclone Ditwa. Heavy rainfall about 200 millimeters are likely at some places in the northern, north-central, central and northwestern provinces and in the Trincomalee district, while rains above 150 millimeters are likely at some places in the Sabaragamu and western provinces and in Badulla and Batiklo districts.